would I do if I were broke? Now, I get asked this question a lot. And thank God I'm not broke. I'm an internet multimillionaire. My name's John Cristani. But a lot of my followers ask me, hey man, what if you had to start from nothing? What if you had $0? None of your connections? What if by some magical design, all your money went poof and you had to start from scratch? What would you do, John? What would you do, man? Well, what I would do if I was starting again from complete broke, nothing, no connections, no recurring revenue, no 6 streams of income, no helicopters, no Lamborghinis, is I would do these 6 steps. And I'm gonna go over exactly what I would do, exactly how I would lay things out if I were broke. And maybe some of you are in that position. Maybe some of you are worried about being in that position, but this will be a great video to watch. Make sure you stay tuned for the whole thing. And I even have a bonus tip that I will give you at the very end, which will go over possibly the most powerful piece of advice that you'll ever get in your business career. Let's get it. Now, if I were broke, like nothing, like so broke, I'm actually like reading how expensive each food item is on the menu because I don't want to spend too much. Now, the first thing I would do if I were broke is I would first focus on survival. Now, in order to survive, I'd cut my expenses down to literally 0. If I was broke, or I'd cut them down as close to 0 as I could possibly do it. I'd also make good with any family members and friends that I hadn't made good with. I'd apologize for any bad stuff I've done. I'd eat, proverbially eat shit, and make good with them because I'm gonna be sleeping on one of their couches, right? I'm gonna move in. If I was broke, I'd move in with family member, and we all have family here, okay? Somewhere. We all have friends somewhere, and I'd sleep on one of their couches. Doesn't matter. I'd cut my expenses down as far as possible. I'd let my friends pay for the bills. I'd do whatever it takes to get down as possible. I'd learn to fish, if I needed to catch fish. I'd learn to hunt if I, needed to eat meat. I'd learn to, steal some apples from the nearest, apple grove. Whatever I needed to do, I would get my expenses down to as close as possible. If I don't have any friends, I'd find a camping tent, or I'd find an old camping tent or something. I'd find a tent or a tarp or something, and I would, I'd go camping somewhere. That, my friends, is survival, right? So just get the bare necessities taken care of. Get your expenses down as far as possible. Again, this is not a time for emotions. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm broke, but I don't want to make good with my father, my mother. I hated them. My brother, he is an a-hole. What he did was immoral, whatever. Doesn't matter, right? It's you're broke. You have to just apologize for whatever, you have to call back your family or friend. You have to say, hey, look, I was, I was mean. You don't have any money. You don't have the choice of holding on to your pride. Just get rid of it. Model. The second step I would take is I would model who I want to be. Now, Elon Musk has 3 models. He decided early on, he decided in college, this was in a weird interview I found of his. I've watched all the Elon Musk interviews, by the way. If you also watch interviews with billionaires, by the way, type in billionaires in the comments right below. I'll share with you a special playlist that I constantly am watching interviews with billionaires. But Elon Musk said that it can be a family person. It can be somebody in your neighborhood. It can be your father. It can be your brother. It can be a bishop or a local whatever. But know who you're going to model. I love my Chick-fil-A Arnold Palmer. Set a goal, okay? Set a goal. Write down with a pen, right? Maybe it's to have, $15 million house at the